This zucchini pasta is way better than it has any right to be. Walk with me. We have a quick one today. Everybody should have a quick, simple, and delicious pasta recipe in their back pocket. And today I bring you exactly that. But if you can time everything well enough, I promise you you'll be in and out the kitchen. Now, in case you're not paying attention, this is going to be a zucchini pasta dish. And if you really need me to spell it out for you, you start by slicing some zucchini. Not too thick, but not too thin either. Go for something like that. Cut them too thick, they'll take forever to brown. Cut them too thin, and they'll brown too quickly. Gonna be honest with you, recently I had so many zucchini in my fridge you would have thought I had some sort of weird fetish. With our zucchini chopped up, we get some clarified butter going in the pan. And the reason we use clarified butter instead of regular butter or oil is for the smoke point. Clarified butter has a higher smoke point than both, meaning it won't burn as easily. I should clarify, when I said oil, I meant olive oil specifically. Get that zucchini in a pan. Just to say a little bit more about using clarified butter, it'll give that zucchini a nice, nutty, caramelized flavor, almost as if you roasted it in the oven, but you didn't roast it at all. Now, you know what I always say, when it comes to browning or searing things, you want to get it into an even layer so that it can brown as evenly as possible on the bottom. When you add your zucchini to the pan, it is likely it's not going to form one layer, and that's okay. You still got to follow the same rules. Let it sit for a moment, let it get that initial crust, and then mix it every couple minutes. Once some of that water cooks out, they'll be more agreeable and it'll fit just fine. With our zucchini in the pan, we're going to kill some time and dice this onion. Now, you could do this in advance before you start cooking everything, but I got time to fill, so I'm doing this on camera. If you watch any of my videos, there is a 90+% chance you're going to see an onion getting diced and sauteed. I would like to address something. My last video, I came out, I made a bold statement. I said the Philadelphia Eagles were going to handle the Dallas Cowboys, and we didn't necessarily handle the Cowboys, but we still won. And if you're a football fan, I hope your favorite team won last weekend. That is, unless you're a Cowboys fan. I hope you guys lose every week. I'll also mention that once your zucchini is in the pan and starts to have some color to it is when you'll want to start your pasta water. The goal is to try to get everything to finish around the same time, so that's when you want to do it. It's been a couple minutes and now we're going to mix this around. You can see this piece here has some nice browning, but now this is when we mix it because we don't want it to get too brown and the other parts of it aren't cooked enough. These will take a little bit to cook since that water does have to cook out first, but with some patience, you'll get there. And when you're making this, you might think to yourself, man, why does this take so long? And it's because zucchini have a lot of water in them, so when you put them in the pan, that water has to leach out and cook out first before it gets that color that you want. Our water for the pasta is boiled, it's salted, it's ready for the spaghetti. Please remember to reserve some of the cooked pasta water for the end. It's crucial for our sauce. As you can see, our zucchini has picked up a really nice color. It's cooked down, that water is cooked out, and we're about done. Now, I must say this, when the zucchini finishes, it is imperative that you lower the heat when it comes out the pan. Reason being, when you add this onion, it's going to burn right away if you don't. We want the onion to saute, to release its sweetness. We want it to actually contribute something to the dish. Something else I'll mention is that outside of cooking the pasta separately, this is really a one-pan dish. Obviously, you have other dishes to clean, but you're not going to have a ton of pots and pans that you need to handle once you're done. Our onion has sauteed wonderfully. It's combined with the scent of the zucchini and it smells quite nice. We're going to augment that smell by adding some fresh garlic. We're going to give that a quick saute and we're going to add some seasonings. I personally feel if you're not seasoning your onion and your garlic, then you're just doing it wrong. But when you follow one of my recipes, it's essential. The pepe. Pink salt from the Himalayas, but it's probably not actually from the Himalayas. Chili flake because we're not punks and we like spice. Now, your kitchen should smell fragrant, it should smell amazing, but you gotta wait. I promise, soon enough you'll be able to eat. Go on with your canned tomatoes. And just a little bit of water to clean out the can. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I wonder why Yam's Kitchen didn't just add the zucchini now. I'll tell you why. I already mentioned that zucchini gives off a lot of water when you add it to some heat. Adding it now, along with the tomatoes, you would have one big-ass pan of water. The texture would be terrible and it won't be a good time. We want to maximize flavor. We don't want to minimize it. We bring this to a simmer, we allow it to reduce, and then we come back to it when it's ready. So, the tomatoes have reduced nicely. I gave them a taste, and I'm not sure it's a matter of what they need so much as what they don't need. I don't know what the hell is wrong with the canned tomatoes that I bought from the supermarket, but it ain't given. Salt. That might look like a lot, but it's needed. I will say about the salt, since the pasta is salted, just be wary with how much you decide to add to the tomatoes. Pepper. Normally I don't do this, but I think today is needed. I'm gonna go with just a sprinkling of sugar. It's a tomato sauce. Imagine not having basil. Typically, where there's smoke, there's fire. Typically, where there's basil, there is oregano. Give it a mix, let it cook in, and pray that you don't need to add more. After another taste test, I have successfully revived the tomato sauce, and now we go in with the zucchini. Once you incorporate the zucchini into the sauce, I promise you this dish is just about done. With that incorporated, we go in with our al dente pasta. Break it down, get it incorporated into the sauce, and then we're going to pour in our pasta water. I know you listened to me and saved that pasta water, right? I've broken down the pasta slightly, so go in with your pasta water. After adding the pasta water, it seems like the pasta broke up quite easily, so I guess I should have just did that from the beginning, huh? Now, if you really want to bring this pasta sauce up to the next level, go in with some Parmesan. Now, when it comes to pasta, I have one very simple rule. Always, and I mean always, give yourself a mountain of food. It is the way pasta is meant to be eaten, and if you're a real cheese lover like me, this is the perfect opportunity to add some. It's the perfect finishing touch. This is the time you grab your fork, you plop yourself down on the couch, and you think about nothing but killing this pasta.